topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast.
Yeah. Mic check, what's good? Yo. What's happening? Y'all already know. May the 4th of May, what's good? AD holding it down temporarily. Priest is doing his thing right now. Flying back from somewhere. So, yeah. We're gonna rock it freestyle style. Y'all already know how we do. I'm going to set up some different screens. We're gonna do this thing. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm gonna set up the live chat. We got the live chat in effect right here. Boom. What's happening? What's everybody up to, man? May the 4th. You know we had to do the Star Wars thing on May the 4th, you know. Just so that there's some kind of a theme going on. Know what I'm saying? What's good, Rizzlist? Jody Southworth. Aurora Borealis. Yeah, what's going on? We're gonna freestyle today. Not rap freestyle, but like freestyle the topics, freestyle the whole situation. We may even have a guest come on board the craft real quick. Look at this. Y'all remember this background from last year? Got the Star Tours going on, man. Yeah, man. So, I had to bring this back just for today. You're only going to see all this Star Wars stuff today. May the 4th stuff, you know what I mean? Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, but they also call it the Revenge of the 5th. If y'all don't already know. So, yeah. So we're just having fun with it. Greg Kelly says, how do I send beats? You can send it. So we got two ways. We got the song promotion segment. And then we've got the, you can just email Priest directly at info@killahpriest.tv. But if you're trying to do the song promotion segment, go to the description of this video. And you're going to see a link to submit your tracks for the song promotion, which we're going to do today also. So you got some time if you want to do that today. Let me just do I'm always doing adjustments, y'all. Here we go. Hold on. Trying to get this thing right. Since I have the new setup, I really haven't set up the way for me to do one-on-one with y'all. I've got these boxes set up. If you've been riding with us since the beginning, you've already seen all the transitions we've gone through and stuff. So, but that's what's up, Greg Kelly. Riz Lyricist in the house. Brian Douglas says, peace to the Podcraft. So yeah, I'm gonna check the Zoom. We may have a guest on Zoom. All kinds of things are possible. So we posted up some shorts from the past couple of episodes if y'all haven't seen that already. But those are up and going. Priest has a lot of things happening. We can start at the top with killahpriest.tv. So let me bring it on screen. All right, hold up. Okay, I'm gonna get my main screen up in here so y'all can see the website. Who's already on the Patreon? If you're in the Patreon, hit 1 in the chat. Yeah. Boom, this is the website. So y'all stay up to date on killahpriest.tv. I'm sure y'all are already following everything else. we can go right to the shops. KP merch. This is constantly getting updated and effects. So order right now while you still can, because these are going quick, yo. These are going quick. But this merch shop you can access directly from the description below, and you can also access it from killerpriest.tv. A lot of these are going to be collector's items, especially when it comes to the CDs. Some of y'all will be like, I don't even have a CD player. Yeah, but you might want to get the CD now also. Same with the records, the vinyl. I mean, everyone who's watching kind of already knows the value of the vinyl, even if you don't have a record player or turntables. Collector's items. We actually have in our green room over here records just on the wall. You know, put them up like artwork. You know, especially Force of the Happy Ever After. That one is straight up artwork. Know what I'm saying? All right. So, any questions on the merch? This is the Killah Priest merch right here, obviously. Now I'm going to show you the next merch right here. When you click on shop, you can click on Podcraft merch. Ooh. These are going quick. So this is where you can get the Podcraft stuff, obviously. This is for those who don't know. A lot of y'all are already like, I already know this, AD. But bear with us, because there's a lot of new viewers watching. A lot of new viewers are on, a lot of new subscribers. I see the numbers. So this is for all the new people out there. Podcraft products. You can get this also through a link through the chat. I mean through the description. Baseball caps, beanies, bucket hats. Men's and female premium t-shirts. These aren't the cheap shirts. These are the nice ones. 100% cotton, no polyester. Basically, like I would say, like the heavy like Hanes heavy cotton. But you can get more information up there. The cool thing is you can go in here, you can switch it up if you're trying to do like a dark blue. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it goes. It's all modifiable. It's weird if you get the red on red, but it works if y'all want that. You know what I'm saying? But you could switch up the colors however which way you want to do. Some people will get a black one, get different colored ones, all that. Obviously, you can choose between XL, double XL, triple XL, however baggy you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So y'all get it. That's what's up with the merch. When you click on shop more, it's going to be a lot more options. Got the polos, the mugs. Everyone likes mugs. It's springtime. People are still drinking coffee and tea and stuff like that. But yeah, the mugs are like one of the most popular items on here. So get yourself a Killah Priest mug. It's getting hot. You can get the sleeveless. Get one for your lady. Oh, here's the heavyweights. Okay, so there's a different one. There's a Bayside heavyweight t-shirt. So go through and make sure you get the right t-shirt you want. But we got both options up here in case you want the heavyweight tee or the regular. And there's also an option for the curvy. Know what I'm saying? Let's see. Sweatshirts. It's getting warmer, so I don't know if y'all need that, but that's always available. The cool thing is about the Podcraft merch is that there's not a limited stock on these, so you can get as many as you want. Obviously the tote bags, those are popular. Those are great for, you go to Whole Foods and stuff like that. Bring your own bag. Prevents you having to touch all that plastic, you know what I'm saying? Apron for those of you who like to cook. Yeah. So y'all see it. Duffel bag, crossbody. Everyone be wearing those crossbody, like they used to call them those pouches. People used to wear them at Disneyland. Fanny packs. Yeah. Now they're just wearing them across because it's more gangster. So y'all can get that. We need to get the Podcraft pillow for this couch over here, and then stickers. Stickers only a couple bucks. So feel free to get all that Podcraft merch. Yeah, that's what's up with there. All right, y'all get it. Y'all get it. Let me switch back to the chat room. We got David Blazer in the house and in the chat. Wow. Divine Intelligent. Yeah, we are investigating the Apple Music situation for that latest album. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, it's not our distributor's fault. It's Apple Music's fault. So we're gonna see what's up with that. I don't want to talk any trash on Apple Music right now. I'm more of a Tidal person myself. I use Tidal, but yeah, we're trying to fix the situation with that latest album of Priest on the Apple Music, because we need to hit them up, because sometimes they need to be resubmitted to. Okay, Benjamin. He says restock the Abraxas hoodies. Wow. Yo, those did sell out, huh? Okay. Elohim Supreme. The Flying Arrow. I was hoping Priest would produce CDs for his the Mantra album. I'll have to ask him about that. Polo is fly, yep. Let's see. Solar Facts. The hat fitted or snapped? Good question. I think that one is a snap. I need to check for fitted. I'm going to check on this one right here. Yeah. They don't show the back, yo. But this is a snap. No, it's a snapback. Some spots sell the fitted. We're going to double check to see if we can get a fitted one up there. Because, yeah, I would prefer the fitted myself, too. That's a great question, though. I'm going to get back to you next week and see if we can get fitted up there in that store. Benjamin says the Polo Podcraft shirt goes hard on the green. Hey, you a golfer? Danny Salinas. Hey, I'm going to get one this week. Get that green one. Yo. All right. Let's see. What we got? The force is strong with the pod fam. Yeah, man. Star Wars Day. And you know, I already had this background set up from when we had the old setup, which I call the GGN setup. Okay, yeah, Jody saw it's the fanny packs, yeah. Okay. Thanks for the explanation. You're welcome, Divine. Yeah, fitted in Nike golf style. Either way, I'm getting it. Cool. That's what's up, Solar. Okay, so that's what's up with that merch right there. What else? What else do we got? CDs and vinyl. So you can go right to. You can get this right from the website also. But this kind of just takes you to the Amazon direct link to all of Priest's still stuff left. There's only one more left of the Exorcist, yo, of the CD. Heavy Mental, Black August, you can still get. You got the Mystery Channel. And that's what's going on there for that. Let's see, what else? We've got also DVDs. A Day in the Life. Killah Priest, A Day in the Life. He's still available on VHS too. That's cool. Alright, that's what's up with that. There's also a new site that we've got called Xclusive Direct. Stay fresh, stay exclusive. Y'all don't know about this yet. But if you want to get the original Wu-Tang gear, this is a classic shirt. Obviously, y'all already know. But it's a must-have in your house, you know. Wu-Tang gear, you've got the streetwear graphic tee. And you've got the sweatshirt, stuff like that. Hip-hop CDs. If you want to get some of the original Wu-Tang stuff. It's got also other it's got Tupac on there too. It's got a lot of other artists also as well. Some vinyl if you're trying to get the old school Dr. Dre vinyl, the double, the Wu-Tang vinyl in yellow. That is an exclusive collector's item right there, and it's $38.99 right there. An exclusive direct, but that's a collector's item right there because it's got the yellow record, obviously, and you got some Mobb Deep in there. So all of these items you can check out exclusivedirect.com, exclusive with an X, and links in the description. They've also got some jewelry up there and everything too. It's kind of directed towards a hip hop audience, so to speak, but the good hip hop. You know what I mean? Okay, y'all already know. Let's go back to the chat. That's where it's at. Yeah. Okay, Alton says, is the fanny pack charcoal lined, aka smell proof? Ooh, I don't know about that. I haven't bought one myself yet, so I'm not quite sure on that yet. Some of y'all are asking, what's up with your shirt? This is my clothing line that I started a long time ago and just really recently started it back up. I'm looking to get some different logos, but it's manifestation using sacred intelligent knowledge. Clothing.com. I'm gonna have some different versions of it and stuff like that, but it was kind of like my way of setting up a clothing line. That was just kind of geared towards music. The newer designs I got coming up are a lot more interesting. This is just the logo. But right now at my site, musicclothing.com, I got my DJ Sound Daddy t-shirts. If you don't know, my DJ name is DJ Sound Daddy. It started off as an AOL screen name. And, back when America Online was a thing, I had to come up with a screen name for myself. So I was going through all these options: music guy, music dude, Sound Daddy. I'm like, perfect. That one was available. So I went with that. And then once I hit college, we all used to use Instant Messenger. Y'all know Instant Messenger? And I was doing some, I was just barely starting to record artists back then in college, Cal State Long Beach, in the dorm room. And they started calling me Sound Daddy Records. They started calling me DJ Sound Daddy, you know what I mean? So back then, I was like, that's a great idea. So I trademarked it for California, you know what I'm saying, and just made it like an official thing. So that's where the whole name DJ Sound Daddy came from. Anyway, so I got that with the tote bags and all that and the logo and stuff, and I still kind of rock with that as far as a item. I only sell a couple here and there. It's not a big thing, but I just figured I'm on the Podcraft. I might as well promote it here too. So that's my merch. Know what I'm saying? And then the music logo stuff is right there too. But I just wanted to take this opportunity to make my extra couple bucks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, music clothing and music with a K, and DJ Sound Daddy clothing. It's up there and stuff. So that's growing. Doing my thing, man. Doing my thing best as I can. Know what I'm saying? Thank you, Jay Bland. Thank you, David Blazer, who's in the house and the chat room. He says Sound Daddy still rules the ladies who run the show at the clubs. Yeah, y'all have no idea. I'm at 2 clubs, but we can talk about that another time. I'm not really trying to blow that up per se and stuff. So yeah. But that hoodie is dope. Thank you. All right. So that's what's up with that. We have a guest in the house. You want to come up here and say anything? We got David J. Blazer. He was just passing through. He hit me up on the phone. He's like, yo, I'm in the area. I'm like, yeah, you might as well just come through, bro, and say what's up. What are you holding a apparatus there?
The Signature J.
Oh, his Signature J. Okay, so he was in the area and he wanted to pop through. I said, yo, Priest ain't even here, so if you want to come say some announcements, that's fine. But say what's up.
May the 4th be with you.
All right, there you go. Now, if y'all don't know, David J. Blazer has been an active person, so to speak, in this Podcraft by doing lots of song promotions, and he was doing a lot of production in general, and he's also been a sponsor at one point promoting his real estate company.
And always promoting you guys, obviously.
Always promoting us, always giving us a good shout out there, doing his thing in the real estate world. He is the young Elon Musk, I always call him.
The bags under my eyes. My ID on my license looks like him. It's funny.
Yeah, it's because you're both cancers, man. That's why I make that comparison.
Active.
Yeah. They call you Old Dirty Blazer.
I like that one.
Solar Facts said that.
Oh, I like how you can see the chat down there. That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
That's amazing. I didn't do that last time. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, he's seeing the new setup for the first time.
Yeah. And there's a story behind it that helped me understand something, too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not just crazy with the astrology or the numerology, but the feng shui. I'm big on the feng shui, y'all. That stuff ain't no joke. You rearrange your house, you rearrange your life. And that's what I did. I had to make some adjustments, give myself a solid wall behind me, all this stuff. But
you'll see everything from this point.
Yeah.
You basically slid back to the furthest, and you can literally see everything in one shot.
That's the best way to go.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? So you've got some, you've been doing some production with some artists. You want to talk about that?
Sometimes I could be aimless just doing, tons of stuff, but kind of honing it all in now. So I have a date, July 7th. Gonna come out with the Rasul blazer because it's been about 6 months.
Rasul?
We have plenty.
You got a collaboration with Rasul Allah 7.
It just started as like something real simple to help him with his vinyl.
Okay.
He knows if anyone needs vinyl, hit up Mark of the Buddha.
Mark of Buddha?
Mark of Buddha.
Nice.
And because he's got the best prices, so it was very easy to handle that. He came in kind of like a big brother, Rasul.
Yeah.
And then we just built on that. Like we just do things for each other. So it's more like building. It's been awesome.
Yeah, like barter.
Not even bartering. Bartering's like on the spot, trying to but it's more like gifts. Like, hey, let me do this for you. Let me do this for you. Let me do this for you.
Yeah.
We basically compliment each other for what we have. Okay. So it's a good relationship, and then it goes for work and everything else in my life. It's like we're here to build. Are we here to pull each other down? What's going on? So we won't go into details. Today's May the 4th. It's Sunday.
Yeah. So you basically have a single coming out.
We're dripping singles right now, so you can find me as David J. Blazer. So far we dropped Last Days. That's one that has Cap Jones and Rasul on it, and I think Epiphany just dropped today. Epiphany's Rasul and myself. So I'll have a solo album come out as well, probably in September. But that's the first time I can actually say I have a date. July 7th.
You mean
a date? Nah.
Yeah, like a music drop.
Those never work out.
Yeah.
Nah, I just usually just run up on them.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, you got your YouTube channel. I see popping right there.
So there's an official one. I just want to make sure we pulled one video. But yeah, for right now, you can see all my recent. I have no shame in my game. I'm just growing and showing at the same time. I don't care about the humility of what I do. And the vulnerability. I don't care about that.
You got to start from somewhere,
I'm the guy who's just to share everything so some people can learn, and that helps me feel good about. Regardless of what happens with me, it's going to help some other people. See that it's just work, and you have to have the desire and the fire to do it, obviously. Yeah. So that's not for everybody.
Well, the cool thing is that, with hip hop, there's so many subgenres of hip hop. You know what I mean? There's also the Beastie Boy subgenre.
Yeah.
Which,
legendary.
If you go towards that route where, the lyrics are kind of like on that fun
like punk.
tip.
They were punk. They came from punk.
Yeah.
So it was that punk hip hop. It was dope.
Yeah. Where it was funky, but
when punk was at an all-time high, people were still high.
Right.
So they're chasing that dragon into hip hop. It was dope.
Yeah, and there's a whole audience for that. Mm-hmm. So I think if you keep going with your consistency and you build up your audience, you'd be surprised.
Well, when you collaborate and help other people out, like you inherit their fans too.
Yeah.
So grow, build.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Yeah, Black Smithsonian says, "Let me clear my throat."
I always need to clear my throat. She's fucked up. Excuse my French. Sorry, YouTube.
So yeah, man.
One and
You
done.
just gotta keep going with your craft. Everybody should always have a craft.
There's always something. And I've got to meet a lot of people recently and see some things. Mm-hmm. And that's one common denominator is like
you should be able to adjust your mic.
People having fun.
Yeah, towards you. You should be able to.
All right.
No, you see the very end of it.
That's good.
Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Wow.
That's way better.
Wow.
See that?
It's one of those. Okay.
Yeah, heard.
Where were we?
It's a directional mic.
My AD.
I'm AD.
HD kicked in.
Yeah. So me in 4K is ADHD. That's what I call it.
That's what I was saying.
But it's not ADD because my attention deficit is choice, not a disorder.
Another David disorder.
Well, that works too.
I have many.
Yeah.
So my disorderly fashion.
Yeah.
No, but right now it's honing things in. So at some point in time, I just kind of strike when the iron's hot. Like you either got it. Anyone who does music knows, like, you get into these, like, some will say their pen will bleed. They're just writing, you keep going. You write whatever streak it is, cadence, whatever you got going. And seems like it never stops. So I had to just hit the timeout button. So
a great man once said, do not miss your chance to grow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo.
Silly wabbit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
Shout
true.
out to Marshall Mathers.
So it's just being goal specific right now. And then, I've been saying, like, April was kind of a weird month for, I would say.
April was weird for
April
everybody.
was hate-pearl.
Yeah.
Hateful.
April was a tough month for everybody.
Everybody. It's not, no pointing fingers.
Astrologically.
Everybody, yeah. The frequency was masked.
Yeah, it was 2 retrogrades up and down.
Something. Yeah. So we're kind of celebrating May. May your light shine bright.
Yep.
So that's where I'm at right now. Coming off the darkness into the light. And I think everyone has a clear understanding. At least in my circle, everyone's gained something from it.
Yeah. The darkness.
Be the contrast to the light.
Joseph Roberts says, Mom, spaghetti.
You love Eminem
That's
so
funny
much.
because on my birthday, there was vomit on my sweater. Literally. We'll save that for when
Mojito got the bowl again?
When Solomon is here and Priest is here. They know that there was vomit on my sweater already by 3 a.m. But we'll save that for another time. I was just going along with the lyrics. Demetrius Barnes in the building says 80 put terrace on Colombia. Nah, man. You know why? Because I don't drink coffee no more like that.
Okay. He's talking about the palms, the M's with the...
Oh.
You can't see it backwards, though. What am I supposed to do, man? I'm going to hurt my back.
Yeah.
You're talking about the marks. Rakib Nate.
Yeah.
I seen some.
I mean, I'm using coffee strategically now. So I do like 2 ounces, which is like nothing.
You're the guy. So in backstory, because we never just been chilling, right?
Right.
It's first time, right? So just fun facts. I don't want to say nothing, but I'll answer stuff.
Yeah.
But just like
I'm not one to chill. I have to keep moving.
No. I meant us too. Like if you need fun facts.
Oh,
I'm done. I said
facts.
everything I had to say.
Oh, you're done?
No, I'm saying for like sharing the nuggets.
Sharing the these nuggets?
Yeah, I'm just enjoying that. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Back to you.
Back to you in the studio. Black Smithsonian says understanding and understood God. Gleazy Hendricks says peace, God. Yeah. Demetrius says peace at Waggy.
Was pussy in the chat room?
Who?
Nothing. I can't say.
Oh, he said where Waggy said pussy. I think he's talking about a cat.
Oh.
Speaking of which, Mojito is asleep in the other room. It's funny, he don't even know we on right now, because usually he knows when we on, he'll come out. Jay Bland says,
These nuts. Got him.
Waggy says, I love me some caffeine. Yeah, man, I've been a fiend for the caffeine, but my problem was I had overdone it with a stronger brew called Breakfast Blend. It was over at Whole Foods, and I bought Breakfast Blend, but I was having it too late in the evening, around 9 p.m., so by the time I went to bed, I was still kind of strung out. And then I had to have a situation with working with the maintenance guy for my apartment building. Long story short, I was strung out and I was upset that the guy had to wake me up at 10 a.m. because that's the middle of the night for me. Anyway, it messed up my sleep. Went through this whole anxiety episode because I technically wasn't getting enough of sleep and, you know, not enough water. And I blamed the coffee. All I had to do was drink more water. I would have been fine. But anyway, now I'm down to 2 ounces instead of a cup of the regular stuff.
Is that condensed espresso or?
No, that's just regular.
You pour out the rest for your homies or what? Where's the rest go?
So I buy those jugs. You know the jugs of coffee you can buy?
Oh, so you just, it's like
just cold brew jugs, Starbucks jugs. I used to get the dark roast. What I didn't know is that dark roast means it has less caffeine. Light roast means it has more caffeine.
Speaking of roasting, man, you can say no.
Yeah, you could smoke.
It's
only going to demonetize the whole episode. No, you're okay. Go ahead.
It's Star Wars. Everyone smokes in this.
Yeah, that's true. We'll just say it's you got a blowtorch and everything. Huh?
I was on the golf course.
Oh, you were on the golf course.
Well, that's why I had it in my car. Yeah.
You need a Podcraft golf shirt.
I saw that earlier.
It's the polo.
Mm-hmm. It's everyday attire, like everyday uniform.
I can't do golfing unless it's miniature.
I prefer polos over dress shirts. So yeah, I wear them like almost every day during the week.
Every day, yeah.
They're dope. I like the original Podcraft one personally.
This originally was going to be called the Podcraft. That's what Priest was going to call it. But then, I don't know, he decided to go with Podcraft. Woggy says, F cold coffee. Yeah, it's hot now. I mean, it's hot outside nowadays, so cold coffee is cool. I drink it like a drug now. For me, it's like just 2 ounces, boom, just had my shot of coffee. And then I have my sea aloe, which has sea moss in it. And other vitamins from the ocean. When you get like sea vegetables, your body is more pH balanced for that.
Tomatoes are a good source of sea.
Yeah. It was a quick thing, Demetrius. I didn't do a whole verse singing. I was singing UB40. Remember UB40? Baby, I love you way. Hey, I'm on key. I'm a producer. Anyway. So yeah, I do mostly miniature golf.
My son and I love that. It's fun. Family fun.
Yeah.
It's competitive.
Yeah.
Gets super serial.
You gotta hit the ball into the castle.
Super serial.
Yeah.
We go to Boomers. When you were in Irvine, did you go to Boomers?
What's that? Oh, yeah.
It's still there.
It is.
It survived COVID.
I like the race cars. That was a place to take the chicks.
I'm too big for those things. I get smoked.
Oh, yeah, the race car things?
Yeah, I think I'm scraping.
Yeah.
Flat Earth.
I hear you.
Someone asked if you were Latino. Like, aren't you like Mexican and Colombian?
I'm Colombian and Mexican.
Yeah, that's.
But I just tell girls I'm Colombian so they think I have cocaine. And they're like, "Do you?" I'm like, "No."
No, I sold it. I have all the money now.
Yeah, that's what I should say.
No, don't tell them shit.
Yeah, I shouldn't say anything.
Sorry, is shit appropriate? Seems like a lot of stuff gets away now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Just say ish.
I like that one better.
Type ish. Vinny Paz acid teeth. Thank you, Aurora Borealis.
I like Vinny Paz's new one that say David's head.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play that though.
No, I said I liked it because it made me write better.
Yeah.
I took it personal.
The only time we play other people's music on the show is if it is on a song promotion.
I was just making a comment about someone mentioned Vinny Paz. I said that song that he did, his head said David's head. I'm like, oh, I better get better.
Black Smithsonian says cigarettes and coffee. I can't do cigarettes, man. It's the smell.
That's why you gotta mix it.
It's the smell. Remember
by itself, does it smell? It's mostly.
Remember Agent Smith? He said it's the smell.
Well, I respect anyone that doesn't like the smell.
Demetrius says Colo Mexican. Yeah, that's cool. I dig it. I do like Latinas. Yeah, Latin sums it up. Black Swan says I got gray hairs from secondhand smoke. Wow. Colombian, I like that. Hey. Colombian, home. That's what's up. Yo, we got 63 in the house. We just went up by 8 people watching. That's cool. Got to be somewhat entertaining, you know what I'm saying? We just kind of hanging out for now until we do song promotions. So Get those song promotions in. We're gonna go into that. Priest sees everything, so don't think that I'm not gonna submit because Priest ain't there. No, Priest is gonna watch and Priest is hearing.
Make it about the chat. Just like
that's what
where's
I do.
everybody at?
Yeah, it's the chat's where it's at. Matter of fact.
What's going on?
Solar Effects says AD Hispanic. I thought he was Latino. Isn't that the same thing? I don't know. The Crossing says Cannabis. Cross the Ripper.
Like worst case, I can do like what was his name, Harry Mack. They can give me some topics, freestyle it at the end.
Yeah, I don't know about the freestyle thing right now.
I got pretty good without the cussing. I just got to rhyme slower.
Fella B says 80 rock some keys. I could. I got it right here, yo. Bada bam.
We almost got into it one of the times I was here. I think it was with Brody. Yeah, the time I was here with Brody. Like, we almost went fully in, but it was a long show.
What, with the rap?
We were 10th, yeah. No, just we were going in. Like, we were about to go all in.
Wow, that shit.
There's Mojito.
What's that? What song is that? Everyone plays that one hip hop song. It's a Dr. Dre song.
Is it okay?
See if y'all know what I was trying to play in the chat. Mojito's trying to play. I'll get it. What song was I doing? What song is that?
2000?
But what Dre song is that?
Isn't that the theme song, like the main one? Isn't it the self-titled, like, Dre 2000 or something?
Next episode? That's not.
Okay.
It's not next episode.
Yeah.
Next episode is.
I think it's self-titled, like, Still Dre? I'll go with that, Solar Effects.
Yep. Okay, hold on.
That's the part of my brain. I'm more of a math and numbers guy. I'm bad with names sometimes.
All we need is the first few seconds.
With the beats, still not loving police.
Hold on.
Still rock my khakis with a cup.
Okay, first of all, he's in B flat. There it is. Done. That's all we need to play. Yeah. No, here. There it is.
That's the signature AD.
Yeah.
Switch it up. I like your original video that's from back in the day. It's a timeless classic.
But the old one of me just jamming?
You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
with the hat. You did like the.
Yeah.
You're in the zone.
My buddy Drew was
Like,
just
it's
like
tight.
in my was in my studio back then, and he just started filming me, and I was like, "Watch this!" I just started tearing it up.
More people need to do that, by the way.
I threw it on YouTube. It got 10,000 views. I was like, "Damn!" But yeah, no, I film every now and then. I should do more of that.
The
but-
cameraman never dies too. You'd be invincible.
Yeah. No, it's cool though. It's cool. Thank you, man. It's very similar to the music from Scarface. Scarface. Oh yeah. No, Scarface is dope. Scarface had a whole other sound. What was that Scarface theme song?
He just had that signature like cadence that I remember. He's another forgotten. You don't hear people talk about him too much anymore.
Yeah.
That was big time.
Beethoven. Oh, forgot about Dre. Yeah. All those Dr. Dre beats, Eminem beats, they were very, very easy to put together. I mean, not easy to put together, but like to understand the musical end of it was very basic chords.
But did you see one of his most famous ones was done by I'm so bad with names, an older white guy. He kind of has like
Scott Storch?
Probably, and he actually showed the instrument he did it on. He pulled it off a shelf. And that kind of stuff impresses me. And a lot of the older equipment that people use.
Destiny's Child.
Okay.
But same chords. That's my point. Same chords as Forgot About Dre.
So those power chords.
I can, man. Mobb Deep, It's Mine, use the sample I'm thinking of.
Synchronizations, well, I wouldn't be surprised if you...
Hold on. It's playing Scarface. It's Mine.
Mojito's looking at everything about me. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm showing no fear this time, though.
That's dope.
What's up, Russell?
I can only play a couple seconds for copyright.
Russell's on here.
Yeah, Godfather Part 3. Yo, that was dope. I can only play a few seconds. I want to see what it was, though.
Killah Priest. Hell yeah.
Godfather Part 3 was fire, man.
I took the 10 by accident, and there was lowriders all the way down. I was like, somehow ended up by his house. Swear to God.
Yo,
True
Aurora,
story.
that type of track is perfect for you. Yo, we got Priest in the house.
Yep, and Russ, like everyone's jumping in.
But Aurora, that's your sound. Godfather Part 3, that's the type of beat you need to jump on. But if I were you, I wouldn't try to produce it. I would go to BeatStars and then just put a tight beat. Put like Mobb Deep type beat in BeatStars, and you'll find your whole album right there, guaranteed. It'll cut your time in half. Just rap on that, bro. I'm telling you, that's the best way to do it. Rasulullah 7 in the podcast says, never say Vinny Paz's name ever on this show. Ever. That's what he would say.
I back that.
That's what Rasul would say.
I'll do anything, whatever he says.
He missed your announcement. Do you want to say your announcement again? Now that Rasul's here.
The announcement about what we built on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about it today. Like, you know, how we the true story of how we really linked up was you know, we're on the streets. He's going to get his vinyl out, and it was a very simple thing to do. And you know, he was compelled to come down and be a big bro. And then, you know, next thing you know, we kind of learned how to make songs really easily together and have a lot of fun doing it. So we have this little thing going on where it's like, you said the word barter, you missed it earlier. He was saying, oh, so you guys barter? I'm like, no, bartering's like something totally different. It's like, hey, let me do this for you. Let me do this for you. It's almost like we're building bricks together. Like it's like we're building together. It's like, hey, I want to do this. I want to do this. But it's for each other. So it's dope. That's the quick version, because I already said it earlier.
We only play Killah Priest instrumentals.
I saw Underland Fortress on here. I remember waking up out of a dead sleep to one of his beats. And, you know,
Underland.
You know what I'm talking about with the elephants? It was tight.
Yeah, Forest of the Happy Ever After is going to be a classic for a long time, man.
That's a good pick.
You know, but I want to bring up an Abraxas instrumental if it's on here. I don't even know if it is. No, if the album's there, if there's no instrumentals online, that's okay. But
Little Da Vinci's on here. Oh, he just landed. Priest just landed.
nice. Hey, Priest, you want to come by?
I was gonna say it's pretty close.
Aurora, I don't want to play I don't want to play Mobb Deep's beat on the show, but I will learn it and I'll play it for you another time because it's not that easy. But I don't want to play the beat on the show. It's a great beat though, but I don't want to play the whole thing. So, hey, Priest, if you want to cruise by, let me know. Let me know. You know, we here.
Aurora Borealis, what's up?
We're holding it down until either Priest gets here or wants to come on Zoom, or until we do song promotions. You know? I'm trying to play it by ear, Aurora. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I like the choir sounds, man.
I come in peace, mate.
I want to bring in more epic sounds, but we need a cool beat. Ooh, that song is so good, man. That doesn't even need anything.
Wow.
Oh, hold on.
Then 3 more revealed. Then make 7 the heavens. Broke open with humans, peasants, begging the savages, chariots, horses and wheels. Over corpses left in the hills. It's in Lil Shaitan, the serpent administrator of Israel. Was Iqadi the one with the fruit that spoke in Hebrew? Or was it Jesus too? Trees in the gardens too. Was the oldest teacher Sophia? Ishtar, Easter, reminisce the feminine. Stars over Giza, the power of the ether. Tiamat, the rulers with the G on top. The one that has a G-spot, the skeleton Killah locks. Who spoke to Moses as the baby bush? Who's thinking as a pharaoh?
That song is a masterpiece, man. That's Wing People 3. For those who don't know. That song is fire. Let's do I Am. Oh, man. Right? Man,
Back of his hair gone.
that is fire, man. It's interesting because I've heard this before, but when you go back, like when you take a break from certain albums and you go back, the mind just kind of, it not only remembers what it heard in the beginning, but it reminds yourself of how fire it is.
Takes you to a place. Music takes you, is like timestamp.
I think the mind receives music differently at different seasons, different periods.
Whatever was happening at the time that song came out.
Right, because I think our receptors
For me.
hear differently. If you hear a song in the beginning, you're going to feel it differently also in the future.
Like that song Killing Him Softly with it. Like it reminds me of this girl like I met at Looney Hospital. It was such a wonderful story.
Yeah, that's the power of music, man.
That's at Looney Hospital. It's funny.
Demiurge.
I write verses, using curses. I write verses, my gospel's gospel. Worship in the surface. Worship in the surface.
Watch how you speak to me, my bars on guard frequency. Your arms too short to spar, even if you in arms reach me. Discard decency and ours are resolved peacefully. Heavily armored bombers when karma's involved. Frequently secrecy, coded language in cryptic forms of mystic norms. Monolithic lords and suspicious storms. Prolific born elaborate author of emerald tablets. So I packaged it for wise men and abbots, extracting the gems that's trapped in it.
Yo, that is so fire, man. I was gonna play keys along to it, but I really can't because it's done. There's nothing I can really add to it. You know, I was gonna play along some keys to it.
Respect, nice respect.
I really, like, my mind's like, no, it's done.
That was your mind. That was your conscious.
Well, we're kind of just, you know, messing around. Rasul says, shout out to the Podcraft. Shout out to Rasul.
And everything he do, putting into action.
Matter of fact, let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna check something. Yeah, you haven't released anything yet, huh?
For well, you're talking about the two, Last Days and Epiphany are official. So, like I said, creating a new channel.
Yeah.
Making it simple. But,
this one, right?
Yeah, and then Last Days has Cap Jones on it.
Featuring Rasul.
Meditative manuscripts, manifesting mathematics, my mind space in the apparatus, breaking the laws of static. Astronomers start to star through my verbal releases. Philosophers decode my scroll that I wrote in my thesis. I channel mystics, hieroglyphics, and every form encrypted, deciphered through physics. 66 blessings, 66 lessons, 66 weapons, metaphysical methods. I stins past your perception, galactic linguistics, tongue-tied, whipped and gifted. My mind travels timelines where time is conflicted. I carve glyphs in stone with syllables of unknown. Rasulullah rewrites the Rosetta Stone. Let the cosmos condone. My thought stretches a nexus where infinity flexes. Lexicon, electric chain with my deep perception.
Y'all hated the art.
Spit bombs like the Fibonacci spiral at your directions. Sacred geometry, sacred geometry.
Welcome to Idiocracy. The whole city is shorted. Whatever happened to being with it, grit it, coming with the rawness. Never saw predictable, but happened original. Same old, mayo, vanilla flow. Call it blasphemy, no, let it go. When all the dance is gone and now the drug till the fastest, go straight for the assets to make it more accessible. To tax it and bring all your bad habits. Influenced by those who just gotta have it. Monetization, people gone with the wind. Lost sheeple, where's the shepherds to protect them from the sin? Well, the more you feed the flesh, the closer to death you get. Let's not wonder when the Hunger Games begin. David J. the Blazer, now the game up, but you know what? Let the flames begin.
Let the flames begin. Wow. They said the cover is tight.
That was Yahya. So we just talked about that. He does dope art, and I'm finding things with AI and artists to do art as well. So it'll be a nice mix. I'm looking forward to that part of it, actually.
That was Epiphany featuring Rasul Allah.
He's got that pyramid, the whole pyramid. He has like 3 of these with the pyramids, just insane. So shout out to Yahya.
Let's hear him on this one. Yeah.
Priest really like this one.
Come on. This beat is fire.
Yeah.
Born on September the 2nd, 1977, 777's the golden child from the now that was blessed by the heavens, manifesting my blessings, my confessions, written on papyrus. Look into my iris, you see the spiritual reincarnation of Osiris, King Midas. I write with the golden pen as I ascend and transcend and bend sound waves. I could raise the dead slaves from their grave. The caveman crawls out the cave trees and get the breeze. They stare to me. I'm illuminated by the sun rays in these last days.
Moving at a pace of life is too fast. We all know that. Living in and out, leaving no the shoe match. We'd rather refute all of the facts versus having to accept that we're worthless without living life with God's purpose. Having to grasp the fact that one day we're gonna have to take a nap where the dirt is. And in fact, not only is it inevitable, it's the last shot that we got to do something that's incredible. No time left for reincarnation. Armageddon's already at the gate waiting. The little baby Satan is coming in a dream like Freddy. Jason, he using a machete. While you was blazing, it wasn't ready. Hesitation like procrastination. It's like boxing with gloves that's heavy. That bug, like rug burns. It burns on the rug like alcohol.
That bug.
It's a bug, you know? I said bug like a bug.
Hey.
And then Cap kills it at the end. Shout out to Cap Jones.
Shout out to Cap. I just want to give a quick preview of Rasul while he's in the chat. That's fire, man. Look, they got flames up there. Underland Fortress.
Shout out to Underland with the 222. I saw that up above.
Underland Fortress is a very talented producer as well, / beat maker, engineer. He's also a Pisces like me. Shout out to Pisces gang. But yeah, Underland Fortress.
Shout out to all the dope beat producers. Seriously. Yeah. You make my life. You're the canvas to my life.
Yeah. It's a whole world doing the production stuff, man. He's smoking, I'm not. I'm taking it easy today.
I forgot the real name of it. We were calling it Egyptian Musk. I forgot the real
Egyptian
name
Musk.
I forgot the real name of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. So you got 2 tracks with Rasul out that are official.
We confirmed that we have 10 official. A couple have to be mastered, and we'll have a total of 15.
Well, you got one with Planet Asia.
3 of them, yeah.
Asiatic's
fun. That's truly like the joy for me, because that was the first one, and it was literally. I can honestly say all 3 people said it was genuinely fun. So that's what it's all about.
Now, we already played that on Sound Promotions.
Yeah, they can see it on my channel. And then we just made some adjustments. So that's not the master is going to be sent over. That'll be. I look forward to dripping that actually here probably in the next 10 days, because it needs to get out. It's fun. So yeah, we're gonna be dripping. You're gonna see like one coming out probably like every 3 days right now, because between that and solo, I have about 25. I would say I gotta get off the pot, start dropping them. So just it'll be easy to follow from here. Actually, I'm just gonna come in with my experimental stuff as I do, because I love your guys' feedback. I mean, I encourage other people to do what I've done.
You got a lot of inspiration around you.
I hope other people do it. It's kind of like,
you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Not to mention, if you all need to get your tracks mixed and mastered, you can go to studioad.pro, get your track mixed and mastered for only $100. That's the most competitive price you're gonna find online, and the first song is free. That's for a mix and master. If you already like your mix and you're just trying to get it ready for launch into, iTunes and Spotify and all that, then you can just buy the master for $50. And you just upload it. I master it myself, make sure it's perfect. And I also follow the LUFS guidelines to make sure it's at negative LUFS, which is the loudest you can be before Spotify tries to squish your song. It's a loudness factor. So I follow the LUFS rules and really maximize your mastering expansion to the most professional degree, frequency-wise and sonic-wise. So it's only $50, and the first track is free. So studioad.pro, if y'all don't already know. Links in the description. Yeah. All right, moving on.
You want to tell them about mastering? Because, I'm seeing Aurora up there. It's I believe, when you're mixing, you just have to communicate. And if you're working with people across, sending a reference with your stems is really important. That way the producers know exactly the way you laid it down to the beat. So make the Make it easy for the producers, and it's really not that big of a deal. What you do is you just have it mastered by AD every time, because he can tell you about the hertz and those mids in your car and everything that might play good on these headphones, but maybe not over there. He makes sure it plays perfect everywhere, and he can tell you all about that. Just hit him up directly.
Yeah. I mean, I got some tricks with the compressions and the EQs. But, nowadays we live in a world where all that big studio equipment
First class love
is all condensed and compressed into VST effects. Basically modules that are already digital. But that doesn't make nothing against the analog, because the analog compressors are still, I think, still very good. Like the Pearl compressor. It's a see, I don't have pre-compression here.
Or you could be like Hank, could be like, let me just pay you and do your magic.
Yeah, everything is post. So I do all the post stuff.
If you're an introvert and don't want to talk, he'll just do it.
But a lot of those sound modules that are the big fancy equipment, that's great for going in sounding nice. Analog gear. Benjamin knows what's up. Yeah.
Technology. Yeah.
Preamps, pre-compression, pre-effects. That's when you go to a nice studio and you hear yourself on the mic, and you're like, "Ooh, I sound good." You know what I mean?
I remember.
That's like a luxury. It's not that necessary. See, in my studios back in the past, when I was doing recording, when you recorded yourself, you just heard yourself. It didn't sound that great. It sounded just like your own mic. You know what I mean? You didn't sound good until after I messed with it. But the fancy studios, right when you step in the sound booth, they got those preamps, they got those pre-compression.
Yeah, that's all, everything's set.
You already sound good once you go in.
For someone that's gonna rap, and they adjust it from there. Yeah.
Yeah, they even have live auto-tune with Melodyne, to where we call it the T-Pain effect. But if you already want to sound like you sound good singing, they can set it up to where you just set the key like F sharp minor or something like that. And then if you sing in that key, or if you don't sing at all, anything you say from there, you're gonna hear yourself come out as a note. Do you know what I mean? So just be like, "Hey, what's going on? How's it going?" Yeah. It'll just come out exactly as that note, which is a luxury, like I said.
And like you said, there's the settings, like for someone that raps, you push the mids up, you can hear their vocals a little more clear. But someone that sings, any advice for that? Because Brody's back in town.
Yeah.
And he's doing magical things. But that's different, recording someone that sings really high pitch, really strong.
The thing I do with that, with recording someone, is I have to pay attention to how loud they want to be on the mic.
Calibrate. Right.
So like if you're recording, this is for example, Tekashi 6ix9ine. If you're recording someone who wants to yell on the mic, you're gonna obviously turn their vocals down so they can't hear themselves as well, but the beat is blasting. So the beat's blasting in the headphones, but they have to yell to hear themselves at that vocal range. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and God forbid there's strings.
Yeah, so that, you can take that out later, but I would just lower his, so he can only hear himself so much, so that he actually has to yell to hear himself clearly in the recording. That'll help them record better. Because if they're too loud on their own headphones, they're not going to yell with the proper projection.
Well, now on the screen with all the technology, you'll see if it's clipping. If it's clipping, but you'll besides that, there's other things. Yeah.
If you pay attention to how loud you hear yourself on the recording, it's going to affect your tone. So if you hear yourself too loud, if you go on the mic and you're way loud in the headphones, you're going to notice you're rapping softer. You're going to be like, that's good for mumble rap if you're recording like...
You want to be able to hit it where it's the right level.
It just depends on the song.
Yeah.
If your song, where it needs to be where you're quiet and your lower voice, then you can turn up your own mic. But if you want to be hype and like shouting on the mic like you're live, I would raise the beat loud.
I always get into it like you do a mic test, because you don't want to waste a good spit, right? You do the mic right then and there, right? Calibrate it. Go and tell them to get into it. Like on the 4th or 5th bar, that's when I hit the calibrate.
There's a lot of coaching
and also like with plugs, it's hard to go from 0 to 60. It's like spit, just run with it.
Yeah.
And then clip it. It's like I'm learning all that stuff on the fly. It's dope.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to share with people. Like, here's the thing. It's like I want to build. So hit me up if you want to experiment science projects and shit with music.
Also, how you're standing in the booth's gonna matter. You don't want to sit down and rap
Your diaphragm.
record.
Your diaphragm.
Yeah, you want to be standing up for sure.
Use your stomach, muscles.
I was gonna bring up this example of this artist who he used these types of mics. He didn't use the condenser mic. So most sound booths are using what's called condenser mics, and those are those mics where it's like a stick and then there's like a thing behind it, and you know what I mean. But these are called directional mics, the ones that you're using for the podcast.
You can go, it's like good for like holding a mic in your hand.
Whole different sound.
Yeah, you can talk right into the top of it real clean.
Right, but the way you hear it is going to come out differently. So y'all remember Rage Against the Machine?
Where's Minty?
Rage Against the Machine.
What did Minty say at the top?
He did an album called Evil Empire. Okay, boom. I'm gonna bring it on screen. So, Rage Against the Machine recorded that album not in a sound booth.
Really? This is 93?
He recorded
93?
that holding a regular mic.
Dope.
You see, usually like when you record
But he
vocals,
knew that mic. He knew his way around that mic.
yeah, usually when you record vocals, you do it in a booth.
I never changed mics, by the way, guys.
You know,
I still have
like,
the same mic I started with. I just got better at
You
using
rap with an instrumental in the background. He straight up recorded that with a handheld mic, and I believe they did some of the songs just like live right there. But whole other tone when you're using that nice, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the original comb mic where like you're talking to the top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know the names, guys. Sorry.
depending on what kind of song you're making, you can consider that. Do you want to use an actual microphone and you hold it for the actual recording, like a directional mic?
Yeah.
Or do you want to use a condenser mic's what, Usher?
On a stage, I would want that mic. I would want.
Of course. But see how that's a different sound?
It's so awkward to have to like cock the microphone. It's like weird.
Yeah.
I want to just hold and spin it like, yo.
If you listen to most hip hop artists go live, they don't sound anything like what they recorded. They're hollering on that mic. They're shouting their verse like, oh.
You kind of want to because they're worried about like,
whole other sound. It's like, wait, this is not what I heard. And it's cool.
Ones. There's some real ones that like, just like him, like they rock the mic, like for reals, for real.
The recording will sound different than the live. Not all the time. Some artists are doing the live just like the recording. That's up to you. Every artist is different. But there's a lot of artists that once they go live, they're just hollering on that mic, and it's a whole different sound. And for some, it ruins it, and for some, it's cool.
Like when you're up close, you can almost hear them louder in person than the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lil Da Vinci in the house.
What it?
Oh, man. What do we got going on in this chat room here? Hold on.
But that's like a really good, I like that, what we just brought up. It's dope. Like, use the microphone. What do they say? It's the Indian, not the era, right? Like
yeah. Okay, so I wanna circle back. We got Minty Hotep in the building. Shout out to Minty.
And Priest popped back in at the bottom too.
She is a great contributor to the Podcraft and a moderator. We got Wagi, which I believe is new to the show. Shout out to Wagi. Yeah, Minty and Jody holding it down out there. Killah Priest says Rocket to Nebula 2. And then he put the emoji with the...
Yeah, like, not this. It's like...
Nina,
he put a lock at the end too.
Like Say No More.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge. Because the Rocket to Nebula 1 was so big that Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, one of the most legendary bass players in the world...
Los Angeles...
is a huge fan of Priest and tweeted. There's the power of Twitter or X. It's like these celebrities will say stuff and it gets broadcast. It gets heard. You post something on Instagram and only a few people are gonna hear it. You post it on Twitter X and it becomes headline news.
So is this present tense something that happened right now?
No, this happened a while ago.
Yeah, I remember.
And that's how Flea and Priest connected. Got him on the show. To have Flea in my house, bro.
I've watched this like 5 times.
Was like, yo, this is crazy. And I already knew all about Flea. I knew he liked blueberries, so I had blueberries ready for him.
That's
and
really
he
cool.
knew. And then
You're like me. You're a good host.
I knew he had his own signature strings for the bass. So I went out, found his strings at Guitar Center.
You're a good host.
Brought him back, and I restrung my bass guitar.
Take notes, guys.
With his strings, and I had it sitting right here. So when he came in, he's like, "Oh, you got a bass there."
You did
I'm like,
something for him.
I was like, "Yeah, go ahead and play it." And so he picked it up and just.
Of course he is.
I was like, "Those are your strings, by the way."
You manifested that for sure.
I was like, "Those are your strings, by the way." He's like, "Oh, nice."
It's like Field of Dreams. If you
Yeah, it was crazy.
build it, they will come.
But because I grew up listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers. I was in the rock world for a minute, bro. I was in a rock world for a minute. I even joined a heavy metal band back in 2020. Or no, not 2020. 2000. Yeah, Sanctus. We got signed to Metal Blade Records. And I was near Cal State Long Beach and everything.
Okay.
And I was in the
you're
rock.
you're like 19 years old.
I was in the rock scene playing keys. You know what I mean? Like heavy metal rock on keys. And it was cool, but when we did live shows, there was barely any females.
Was it like organ? Like organ or piano?
No, I was doing like strings, like straight up string stuff. Like, choir. And then it'd be like, it was like called black metal. It was just heavy epic orchestra metal.
Nice.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. It was like that, and it was cool. But at the shows, it was all dudes. I'm like, yo, this is cool and all, but like
the ratios for what he's used to are dramatically different.
I was already listening to also Wu-Tang and Cottonmouth Kings and Cypress Hill. Do you know what I mean? I was listening to that at the same time I had this rock world.
Genres are just birthing everywhere at that time.
And then once I started in Dream Theater, dude, Dream Theater was exactly like my genre that I was into. You know what I mean? Dude, we had this song that was like. Like it was crazy, like technical stuff.
I was gonna say, how
it was
do you
great.
do it with having like?
It was awesome, but you know what I mean? It's like doing the shows. It was just like, oh, okay, this is cool and all.
There was trip hop. Like
I wanted to do hip hop, bro.
There was trip hop, all kinds of stuff.
I left that band and I created a band called the Hit Squad, and we opened up for the Cottonmouth Kings, and it was more hip hop. Girls everywhere. I loved it. It was more
shout
fun.
Shout out to Marcel. It's one of their older brothers.
I was rapping on stage and stuff, and that's where I got more into that type of thing. Anyway, so the promoter, shout out to Tommy D, was promoting our band Hit Squad and putting us on shows. He's like, all right, you guys are doing good, and he was also working with Priest.
I was gonna say that's how I would run into him. Besides you,
that's how I met Priest.
And rest in peace, Tommy Nesser, different Tommy.
So if it wasn't for me leaving that metal band, starting a little Beastie Boy Cottonmouth King group, and venturing off with that, if it wasn't for me doing that, I would not have met Tommy D, and I would not have met Killah Priest, and I wouldn't be here in front of you fine people. How you like them apples? So you gotta follow the flow of where you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. This was us at the Sun Theater. Right here. 2002, yo. That was me on the mic already, bro. I was already like... That was DJ Hazmat.
Dude, those are the days, bro.
I hired this DJ to scratch for us. And I'm on the mic like, who's this? Like hyping up our whole group. We were all like already faded backstage. That was me on the mic. And then I created this beat. I hired this guitar player, Rob, right there.
This shit already. What the fuck?
Hyping it up.
Fuck it, we're starting right now.
Everybody was hyped up. These guys were all the beats for the Cottonmouth Kings.
Okay.
And then there I am right there in the middle, yo. I made the beat too.
I never even seen this.
Remember this?
You never showed this to me.
I recycle my aluminum and plastic too.
AD did it. He did it before
There's a gang of people watching, bro.
He did it before he did it, you know what You were like up front and center too. It's like
It was so Cottonmouth, you know? So it was like a whole party on stage. It was fun, man. Those were the days,
so
man. It was
basically
cool.
Inland Empire, like just right down, it's just a little bit inland, right? Most of those guys.
Yeah, it was Orange County, Inland Empire.
Yeah, a couple of Orange County.
Yeah, Riverside kids and stuff.
See, I moved to Orange County, but I kept my hip hop like the L.
Yeah, it was just fun, man. It was cool. So
The different styles.
we
Like
were
I
doing
said,
all these shows. We did a bunch of Hollywood stuff and
Huge
everything.
following,
And
too.
Anyway, my point is, after we did all of these shows, Tommy D was like, "I've got this artist named Priest from Wu-Tang." I'm like, "Whoa, Killah Priest."
Oh, so he's the connection to
He connect. That's what I said. So then
crazy.
we brought. I had a studio back then,
'Cause I knew
and
his
we brought Priest into my studio, and I'm like, "Whoa, nice to meet you." I couldn't believe he was there, bro.
I never knew that.
And then that's how we set that up. And then the rest is history.
What year was this they're asking? This is like 2005, 8, 6?
2004.
5. I'm going to go 5. Had to have been
That was a
5.
long time ago.
Earliest was 5. I'm going to go with 5. You said 4. Because that's when
That was way back in the day,
like
yo.
Josh created like Brandenburg, you know.
I mean, I don't want to say it was that long ago,
Because
but
that was right before that. And
I
that
had
was
worked
like 04, 05. I'm going to go with like 06. I'm going to slide back to
I already
06.
had all this experience working with all these other artists.
That's what I'm saying.
So once I met Priest and he came in the studio, like I was
06.
ready.
06.
I was ready to work with Priest, man, because I already knew how to like run the studio, how to make beats, how to do all these videos and stuff. So by this point, I was showing off to Priest. I was like, watch this. You know, I started making them things, and I started making them stuff.
You made a beat like literally in the time that they were parking to the time they came in.
I'm trying.
That
to
was the time 60 Second was there actually. It was Forever Regime. Or maybe you like kind of pre had some of that. But like I saw you just throw it together and I'm like, this guy is a master.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a fun thing to throw this stuff together.
And you're more of a sound engineer than a beat maker. You make beats, but
So I was making mad beats first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had no choice but to like learn how to be a sound engineer anyway. You know?
yeah. You had some cool contracts too.
And so look, we got Priest in the studio. I flipped Brown Sugar.
Oh my god.
Brown Sugar by you know what's called.
Wow. That's the spot. Irvine.
That's my whole studio, y'all.
Wow.
Lyrical, spiritual, hieroglyphical, yo.
Let me switch sides with you.
Pyramid.
Shout out to Black Moses.
Dude,
Look at my old spot, man. That was
Look at
downstairs.
both of you. Oh my god.
I had an upstairs and I had a downstairs.
Saki, huh?
This is bringing me back right now. 20 years ago.
Yeah, Priest in a place to be. AD, what you gonna do?
My old keyboard.
Black Moses. About to
Approach this.
I'm staying focused. I'm off that Saki. Yo, Priest.
Yo, just watch.
Just
Watch me.
Kamikaze, neo-Nazi. Broke it down for you. About to see you like a lawyer. Employer. Tom Sawyer, books I never read. But please Always break bread. Let the wine be the blood. Transmitted through the flood. Like Noah. Peace. Like Joah. Explosive. Mind. So gifted. So uplifted. When I start to kick it, it's like wicked.
Real intelligence before artificial, you know? It's that real intelligence.
Rage. Yo, you should be my babe. I ain't gonna say that. I'm afraid. I don't wanna let too much out. Brother about to shout. Not a cowards like a doubt. Shout it out. Remember that detergent. Priest is coming real urgent. 50 Cent trying to diss my man.
Look at my old chair.
What's up with man RZA? The old dirty RZA. Method NZA. Inspector DZA. Raycon Shizza.
Dude, that is just, this is great.
So there was a closet right there off to the left, and that was a sound booth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was the closet between that smaller downstairs room and there was a nice bathroom that went beyond the closet.
That's right.
You walked into the left and you had the camera. You were there doing the spit cam, and that got like people to compete, and that's the kind of stuff that I think with technology now, how is that not around? That should be something today. Talk about that later. But that was fun, seeing all those different artists.
Yeah.
AD worked with a bunch of people.
And then I started recording Priest in my living room. So I got a camera. I'm like, here's a wireless mic. I'm like, let's just record something. And Priest was always down to do anything. You know what I mean? He was always down to produce, record, whatever.
The Lion's Den.
Yeah.
Took over.
And this was like the first production I put together, KPTV.
Yeah, this is Killah Priest talking to
So
you.
I'm saying you were always like,
Priest. A lot
had
of
the
cats
newest stuff.
running out there, running their mouth and stuff. When I see you, I'ma see you. You know what I mean? A lot of MCs, they're scared. They're scared.
Exactly.
They know it. I'm gonna show up, man. Y'all can't get rid of me. I'ma always be here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I say it like this. Nah, I mean, talk to y'all rappers out there. Y'all cats be running around here saying a lot of things out of your mouths, and I don't believe a lot of stuff y'all saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm bigger than a lot of you rappers. A lot of you guys are little small guys. You know what I'm saying? For real. A lot of you dudes are really small. And I've seen you, little cats running around in the clubs and all that. I've seen them, a lot of you. I'm serious. I've shook hands with some of these MCs and almost crushed their hands like beer cans. Serious. I take that. I'm gonna be real with you, man. This is Priest talking. Some of y'all might be like, yo, man, why Priest flipping? Oh, Priest flipping. Why you acting like that? I have to. I have to do this. Because a lot of y'all talking, I got to get up in this, man. There's a lot of battling going on, and I ain't in it. But this battling stuff makes me thirsty. I want a piece of this. You know what I mean?
This is great.
Where I come from, all this battling stuff, this is how I started, man. Word is bond. For real. A lot of MCs running around here battling and stuff. I'm looking at these guys like a lion who haven't eaten in weeks. Like these guys are sheep. It's straight
He
sheep.
prophesies all this, man.
Serious.
This is happening today.
Yo,
Every
I
word.
swear,
Living
I've
word.
been seeing so many MCs running around
Word.
here, and they be talking. They just make me laugh. They tickle me so much because I haven't heard no lines, no verses, nothing to move me in any way. These guys haven't moved me. You know what? You know what? You know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna end up happening? I'm serious. What's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna end up walking on somebody's stage. What? No, serious. This is gonna end up happening because I can't hold. I got to walk.
This is great, bro. Hey, this is my favorite. This is my favorite.
This is my
episode.
beat right here.
And it's
Smacking the
nothing that I
back
said.
with vacuum cleaner with attachments coming back with the back of a spatula. Tarantula. You like that?
Dude, I'm still just stuck in that place right now. That's crazy. I loved it. No, I didn't like it. I loved it.
This was the artist I produced back in the day.
If you can send me a link of those, I could watch those and be refreshed each day with those. I wish I had that last one that you played. like earlier this last month.
Yeah.
Word.
This is the trailer we made for Psychic World of Walter Reed.
And that,
remember this?
that was the thickness of it. Yeah, this was his big thing. As we transitioned to technology, the internet, and search engine optimization, all that. That's when that was all happening. It was a good time.
Yes, sir.
Was this 2010?
Yeah.
The galaxy is dreaming itself awake. The big shift, the hood, the streets, the nature of time, sun gazing, the Mayan calendar, spirituality, cosmic Christ, the child is born, the power, beings of light, the veil of forgiveness, the Kasha records, the world, the child is born.
I'm gonna take my shirt off.
I'm trying to find out if I got your job.
What job?
So I applied for it. I came in Tuesday.
Just one step farther to see am I justified in this stand. And I say, I'm speaking as a black man from America.
In music, one doesn't make the end of a composition, the point of the composition.
The world hangs on a thin
This is before Flat Earth. Obviously.
This setup is so.
This is before I knew the truth.
What if something goes wrong with the psyche?
Before?
The psychic world of Walter.
I feel like I always knew the truth. I just denied it.
So this was basically a trailer that I had created to help promote Priest's Psychic World of Walter Reed album back then. That's back when he had the .com also. Coming sooner than you think.
You've done a great job. You've done a great job from day one, if I'm allowed to say that.
Thanks, man. That was 8 years ago.
No, I mean, you've always been with it, like with the times.
Yeah, man. I'm just showing people.
Like I worked for a place at that time, and he hit me up. There's really nothing I could do that you couldn't do.
Yo.
And you didn't get trained. You were doing it on the fly.
Yeah,
so
man.
props to you. It takes a special kind of person to
Thank you.
keep up with the times. Trying to get you back to the 90s.
I'm still in the 90s.
I'm kidding. It's
So I'm in the 2000s, really.
a figure of speech.
Yeah, so y'all better follow me on my YouTube channel.
Yo, hope y'all are doing good.
This is my old setup. I got a whole thing talking about stuff going on with my old setup. I look different there. Vendetta Kings, I remastered their song without their permission, but they didn't mind. So that's on there also.
Another chamber.
Okay, so then I made it. So I started doing all this stuff. I'm like, let me make Priest a beat. I was like, I'm doing all this great stuff, but like, yo, let me show him what I could do with the music. You know what I'm saying? So I created this song that he ended up putting Hussein on, which is an amazing artist who lives in Africa now, but the dude is amazing. Check this out.
Yeah.
Shattered Glass. There's all me on the keys.
This was the continuation of the same behind it. This was after Behind the Stained Glass?
Yeah.
After, right? Like a continuation? Okay.
The stone rolled from in front of his cave. All his bones crumbling gray. Days, months he lay where the monks would pray. Men cursed God on his thunderous day. He was killed where the place he once lay. The cruel lightning stabbed the clouds. Hungry rain snarling down, biting the earth with wet teeth. Howling winds lift up his bloody sheets. The sky look ugly beneath. All is burned for infinity. Y'all should be running with the priest. Why hang with those creeps? Those dudes is weak. They like buffoons. It's like I'm getting moon when they speak. Son, I'm bigger than them. They children of men. I'm the father of scholars, plus I got more dollars. If I don't, I got more revolvers. And they sure to holler when my sword spreads horror. Take what you want, son, all is ours. No reward for cowards, they fall like the towers. I'm on a higher plane, they in morgues and powers. While we get filled with riches, they get filled with embalming. We'll live fat and they'll be left as carnage. You'll shine like gold, they'll turn tarnished. I throw rappers, cold smack you, pushing those back to your skull. I'm old chapters, who's after the rap chore? I rap that law. Here's the message. Let this become your fate, a hard lesson. God testament found in grace. Here's the regiment's a sword, the man of war. Now here's the rest. Come present, your boat to glass. Here's the message. Let this become your fate, a hard lesson. God testament found in grace. Here's the regiment's a sword, the man of war. Now here's the rest.
300 fleet-footed Abyssinian monks retreat to the deep wooded, praying under the trunk of the tree of life, tall as the Taj Mahal, trying to see the light caught up in the heart of the storm. Pummeled terrain for 8 weeks, souls go tumbling down in waist deep. Water so fucking cold, you mumble and can't speak. Quote the words of these mothers and sons that can't weep. I'm the angel of death, bust and I aim for your chest, touch and I strangle your breath. The crown high soldier, ice cold as Europa, moving in tune with Jupiter's movements all over. My face black matter, my eyes butane. I can see the priest on the other side of the frame that can't crack nor shatter. His man gets slayed, he raises his arm to the sky to ignite the flame.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, that's one of my favorite collaborations that Priest did was with this guy Hussein, man. They were such a perfect combination.
I know the feeling.
That's another track I'll show you guys another time. But yeah, so that one was called Shattered Glass. It's unreleased. I mean, you can hear it on my channel and everything. So y'all make sure you follow me on YouTube.
What about,
you gonna say something?
Forever Regime, because I haven't heard that played in a long time.
Yeah, Forever Regime is good.
What's 60? I hardly see. Can't find that much on YouTube. For
Hold on
60,
a second.
like
I first want to see. I might be going in the wrong direction. Y'all follow me on YouTube. Y'all can see all the stuff I've done. I'm gonna stay going in order. I got some marching band stuff I did too. The Hit Squad stuff I did there, the rock stuff I did is up there. I'm not gonna play that now though. Maintain just hit me up. That's funny that we see the Maintain stuff. I gotta hit him back. But check out the stuff I did for an artist named Maintain.
Tell him I set it up.
He's cool. He actually rapped with Eminem back in the day, and he raps with K Solo. Which I have the song too here also.
He has a great sense of humor.
There's my track. Y'all already seen me and Priest do that video. I'm not gonna play this now, but if you haven't seen my video, it's on my Instagram also.
Oh, how Killah Priest went 80 Rocks.
Yeah, this is a clip.
Now, how you hook up with your man? What, AD? Right? That's his name.
Yeah.
How you hook up with your man AD? Shout out to AD.
Yeah.
Very progressive, intelligent individual.
Lord Jamar
has been striving to introduce you to some things in the world.
You're talking about flat Earth.
Yes, he been hit me in the head. I was like, what? But when I started listening to him, yeah, shout out to AD, man. So So I met AD like back early 2000s. I had a manager out in OC. His name was Tommy. Shout out to Tommy and Noisy Neighbors. But I needed a studio. And he's like, I got a cat. And he took me to AD crib. AD was there, just beep, 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 beep. And I saw the way he worked. I started hanging with him. Y'all.
Maybe 04. So
AD, I seen these pretty girls coming to his crib, all these girls and
Orange County.
Then you had these like
Orange County.
You know, like these prissy girls that want to do commercials.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him and they're like, come on, AD,
He's not talking about my sister.
And he just did start doing commercials.
She's one of them.
And I was like, oh, this dude is nice. I was like, yo, AD, you know how to do all that? He said, yeah, I don't do all that. So when I thought about Podcraft, that's the guy I wanted to go get. And I went and got him.
Yeah. This is great.
Cool, right? We're just going down memory lane.
This is dope.
Real quick. I never really got.
This is how the fourth. It's like may the fourth be with you. Well, how you get the fourth?
Yeah, I mean, we were gonna talk about some Star Wars stuff, but it's like I don't know.
He's gonna play it. You know.
Yeah,
like
we always talk about Star Wars
wanted
stuff.
to talk about it. He's like, yeah, do Star
we can.
Wars.
Rasul can come on the Zoom if he wants to.
Rasul, if you're watching, I don't even have my phone.
I'm just trying to see. I got some spots of me playing the keys. Yo, I got some beats for sale. If y'all want to buy some beats. Oh yeah.
I feel like I've heard this one. You've had this for a while, huh? It's from your original stash, huh?
Yeah.
It's like your signature back then.
This is like, it's like freestyle type beats, but like I put clips because it's a clips type beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, he has a variety of beats.
Yeah.
He definitely has a variety. I remember he had like things from Mario Brothers samples to like all kinds of like.
These are leased beats. You could lease these for like $30.
Is this on BeatStars?
Yep, I'm on BeatStars.
That's a good play. I get most of my stuff there.
Here's one I did. There's an Eminem Soldier type beat. I'm a soldier.
So does it kick in?
All right.
You kind of get into his cadence. Yeah, you can split to this.
And then verse goes right here. What's the whatever. That one gets a lot of views, but no one really is, you know. It's a select type of verse for that type of beat.
I agree. That's why you got to go through them. And they usually have a bar. It's kind of hard to see, but I finally found it. You can just skim. I don't know. Just play with it, but you should be able to skim and hear a lot of beats real quick.
Yeah, I just put all the ones that were sitting in my hard drive that no one like used and threw them on BeatStars. This one is called Spitfire. It's kind of like an NERD type beat.
I usually like skip to the 30-second marker. You can like hear what the verse will sound like. 30, 40-second marker. I remember this. I spit to this one. I spit a silly one. Kind of calls for a silly cadence.
DJ Sound Daddy.
You hear how that snare is cracking?
I remember those from 2011. Specifically listening to these in 2011.
I like a good
Minty, I will.
poppin' snare. Okay.
I can't spit to ones I already
remember
knew from
that?
way back then.
Remember Players Ball by Outkast?
Yeah.
All the ladies down.
Dude, that's a great story of music.
It's beginning to look a lot like what? I know my every step. Trying to know how I step. You know what I'm saying? Remember that song? I loved it, so I flipped it. Oh, yeah. L-Dog.
You can just storytell this one. You can really like just go.
Hear the resemblance?
Storytelling all day. Absolute storytelling. Telling a story all day on this one. I would write to this one.
That one's like
it would be tight. That would be tight. Is that available?
Yeah, these are all on the store.
All right, well, send me. You can email me.
You can download it for free, write to it, and then if you're gonna
I'll
use
come
it,
back to you. We'll talk. You
just lease it, right? That one's smooth.
Send it to me, bro.
Smooth
I
with
like that one.
Smooth with a V.
I really was
smooth. That one's smooth. Okay, this one's more like a battle war type beat right here. Rip bones, flip tones, kick bones, rip bones. Something sick
that.
with it, flap hip with it, pick
Just
with
talk
it.
in your mouth. Shut up. Stop
You know what I'm saying?
You're not walking. Lips is moving. You're politicking. But look at you, man. You ain't doing shit, man. Yeah, get off your ass. You ain't doing shit, then I'm gonna take a pass. So listen to you, taking up my time. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna bust a rhyme off the top of the mind like I do all the time.
See, you're already getting inspired.
No, that one I'll flow to.
You gotta rap to that with an attitude.
Yeah.
You gotta be rugged on that. You know what I'm saying? Right? Priest has heard these, but no, Priest deserves better than these. These are just some.
You've seen the beats. I mean, like, shout out to the beat makers. You know who you are. Like,
yeah.
And AD, if he had been doing the beats the whole time, he'd be right there on the top of the mountain.
Yo, shout out to Wog. He said this is a cannabis beat. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, that would
manifest that.
But I like that's kind of how I spit. If you guys have heard me rapping, it's like I like that.
Yeah, you have your signature.
Kind of just like.
You like a Dr.
Rugged.
Giggles to me or something. I don't know. That's probably extreme. Like, but you're like
I haven't heard Dr.
no, just like a villain. But that's too extreme. But
like
something.
villainous type. Like
Yeah, that's just extreme.
like cannabis. Really, I like.
Because you're not crazy like me. But yeah,
I like when cannabis like rip the top of your face off and eat the carnage.
I was just man. I was thinking I just reunited with a friend and it said it takes you back to a time. It was like when cannabis came out second round knockout.
Yeah, that was the one that was dope too. I was like, hell yeah.
Game over.
And how simple was that beat? It's because it's all it needed.
Yahe has some dope beats, and Russell knows them. So, by God's grace, that's something will happen in the future.
If you get that bass and snare down nice, it's good. Okay, last one. This one is from Shake That. Shake That Ass for Me. Remember that? So I flipped that. And the reason why I put obviously
That's
the artist.
BPMs. That's like what?
Hold on. The reason why I put the artist in the video is to sell the beat. For those who don't know how to sell beats, the reason why I put the artist there is to like people know what type of beat it is. It's very common for producers to put the type of beat it is up there. So that's why I put Eminem's name up there, just for those who don't understand that.
They can sort through them even faster.
Yeah, then they know what they're gonna get. Get buzzed, get drunk, get crunk, get buzzed up.
My throat was messed up for a second.
All right, so y'all
I could have spit. I had like literally like a fireball in my throat.
So that is all available at my BeatStars store. The link is in my description or in the description. Just go under my name on my link tree.
Get some water.
And y'all will see those beats available here. It's cheap, but go ahead and download them for free. I'm gonna show you one more beat I did called Latina Flavor. This is like Nelly.
BeatStars.com.
Anyway, so if y'all are interested in that, check that out. I have so many more beats, but these are the ones I threw up just for now. It's just some of my top 8. We could talk beats forever. But yeah, that was back when I was even doing beats, because once I started working with Priest, I just became more into the mixing and mastering. You know what I mean? I started just to work with all the stuff that Priest already had going on. He didn't even really need new beats because he already had so many other projects he had going on. So I put production off to the side, just so I could like do the best I can to, work with Priest and everything. So here's the commercial for that.
Your music needs to be mastered professionally before you can launch it to the world. Get it done fast and affordably online at studioad.pro. Simply upload your best mix to the online form, and you'll receive a WAV and MP3 of your song professionally mastered immediately. Need your song mixed? Upload your stem files and you'll receive your song professionally mixed and mastered within 48 hours.
48 hours.
$50 for a master. $100 for a mix and master. Your first track is absolutely free. Our expert engineers will transform your music into a fully mixed and mastered masterpiece for release to Apple Music, Spotify, or your YouTube channel. Studio AD, where quality meets convenience.
Due to recent demand, there might be longer than 48-hour.
Yeah, if you
hold
catch
times.
me on a Thursday, you may have to wait till Sunday.
If you go do it during prime dinner hours, I mean, come on, there's gonna be a wait.
But anyway, that's what's up for the
beats.
For the beats and for the mixing and mastering.
And the blastering.
Everything else y'all can just check out on my channel. Even the way back when stuff. Old projects, old songs. Me with the Rose Parade. I was with the Honor Band back in the day playing.
Is that the same old channel? With you wearing the flannel?
Same old channel.
With the flannel.
This is another thing I wanted to show people here. Some of my other artists. You can get some of me rapping up there. Let's see.
You may hear a rap coming out. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Some old tracks. There's Maintain.
Tell
Y'all gotta check out Maintain, man.
I don't go on Facebook anymore. That's why I always talk to him on Facebook.
I did a thing of me singing Usher in the voice of Cartman. I'm not gonna play it because it's an Usher song, "Love in This Club." So I'm not gonna play it live, but y'all can listen to that at home. There's Mojito when he was a baby.
I don't. Yeah.
Y'all can check that out.
Looks innocent. Hey, Mojito was wonderful today. I think he understands me now.
I recorded Crooked Eye in the studio.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Like that's huge.
That's under this one right here, Jay.
That's
Nice.
LA, Long
So this
Beach.
was before Crooked Eye even got big.
And Tony Tiger Style was pretty good then too.
Tony Tiger Style was good. And so Crooked Eye went in the booth, recorded one take on the main, and then did 2 takes on the layer, and was out.
Natural.
And I was like, "Who is that guy?" He's like, "That's Crooked Eye."
Horseshoe Crip game, like Long Beach. Like he just a real one. Came out, just knew who he was.
Yeah.
He went fast. He was like a rocket through the whole industry.
So, and then once he got big, I was like, "Yo, I recorded that guy, Crooked Eye." So
he's just chilling, probably.
Y'all can hear that
Shout
verse.
out.
I'm not gonna play it here because it's a mixtape track for copyright
That's
reasons. Pyramids. This is one of the biggest views.
I play that song all the time still.
On my channel, 453,000
Keep it going.
views.
Put some 2025 tags on it so we know you were here.
So y'all check out Pyramids. I might play that later.
There's Tony. Yeah.
Jimmy Roach. This is a guitar player for Snoop Dogg. He did the Still a G Thing track.
Okay.
Yeah, check out Tony Tiger Style. We got Swiss in the booth.
Maintain.
Tony Tiger Style in the booth.
I always like Maintain. It's just a really good personality.
Dramatic. Let's see, we got Mary Jane. So this is the track right here with K Solo and Maintain.
What's the other one?
I'm not gonna play it now, but you can check it out.
Thoughts of Rising or something.
Thoughts of Rising.
And what was the other one?
Okay, so this next one is an artist named Blazer.
Don't.
JD Blazer.
Dude, this was my first time ever. So I just ciphered and battled usually, but like,
whoa, who's this
There
guy?
was like 8 people from my work right next to me. I didn't give him permission to play this. Sitting in Italy, metaphors and similes. Simply be spitting these rhymes out the top of the dome piece. Yo, Seuss and Mother Goose combined at the same time. Dr. Seuss. Make your fucking I say these to these days. Non-written. It's written tend to get bit and I'm kicking. It's like 2004. Blood, I fuck it up with the flavor, Blazer. It be danger. Let's start doing the ad-libs.
Oh.
Plus it sucks, so I'm trying to hide it. Being sneaky. End of a rap. Never mind, I'm coming back. What the fuck is up with that beat? There it is. I dropped in. It paused. There it is. It's like my heart. I can only go when it's going. I'm like, okay, here we go. But I was shy, bro. Just got the backpack full of flat black with the fat cats busting like nothing. Off the top. Spitting shit, I'm kicking it non-stop. Like I said, sick of the head. It's bad, I could barely keep them open. It's that chronic that I be smoking. Faded, that's my first name. I disperse flames. I mean, whatever. It could be worse. 80. I felt like when I said spit cam, I screwed up already about an hour ago. I really messed
that
up.
was 16 years ago.
No, you recycled that or something.
16
It's more than that, bro. That is not 2009. Bro, I was already 5 companies away from that. I worked at Best Rate. I came in with Josh Crater, Brandon Bergeson.
Oh my God, Josh Crater.
That was before even and Priest. That was like the Priest claimed as the Lions Den after that. There was still like a lot of people rolling through. So I know what I'm saying. It's like that was 2004. You must have reposted it, bro.
Anyway, I just wanted to.
I was young.
I just wanted to embarrass Mazer real quick.
You did
by showing him.
I have greater moments. I
like how you ended it with. It could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have. I was embarrassed. I remember. That was like my first time.
Don't be embarrassed.
Underland, thank you. Yeah, whatever. I mean, we all come from somewhere. I mean, look how bad I came in at first with the podcast. Like, I look crazy.
And then here's the first video I ever recorded with Priest.
How can I be?
And this is the grand finale for this whole
going back in time
profile thing. Or yeah.
You just had to.
2008.
Yo, what up? This is Killah Priest. I'm dropping the Killah. It's just gonna be priesthood now. And you're gonna catch me on tour throughout your state, coming to you soon. Right now, I'm with DJ Sound Daddy. That's my man right there. That's my DJ. And we're gonna do it up, man. For all y'all that got the offering out there, good luck, picking that up. You know what I mean? I told y'all it's gonna be a real album, and you know what I'm saying? I told y'all it's gonna be classic hip hop. Keep it tuned, I got more coming.
Wow. Look at my old logo. Yeah.
Yeah, 14 years ago, 2011, when we were in Lake Forest for a minute.
Yeah, so that's all the promotional stuff, videos and stuff. This concludes the whole YouTube preview, and y'all can check out the rest on the. Hold on, let me switch to my stuff. I got a bunch of channels, y'all.
Shout out to Killah Priest. Is he popping by, or he's probably tired?
No, I think he went from the airport straight back.
Can't blame him, man.
And y'all, here we are live right now. Here's y'all live right now. So I'm just gonna put in the link to the YouTube. Does this work? Yeah. Okay. Then you can catch me playing the keys. Pirates of the Caribbean. I tried to monetize that. I played the keys playing Pirates of the Caribbean. I played Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. I did Wednesday. Anyway, I played these on the keys thinking I could monetize it and make some money from, just playing the keys. And the AI algorithm, freaking content ID system, was able to hear my melodies and say, oh, that's Pirates. Oh, you're playing Wednesday, and oh, that's Mariah Carey. So it demonetized those videos, and it knows you're playing a cover, and due to copyright, we can't monetize your video. Isn't that some ish?
It takes a while to really figure all that stuff out, but
they already knew what I was playing, so I couldn't monetize it. But that's fine. It just shows off my stuff. Whatever. All right, we got a super chat here from Danny Salinas. He says, "Can you play Truth Be Told?" Right at the end of the show, 84, holding it down. Yeah. Let's do it.
Is there an iPhone charger?
Yeah, in the corner there, you'll see an phone charging station.
All right, it's there. I got 8%.
All right. So let's see. We've got a request. We might as well just do it now before we go to song promotion segment. We're right on time. He said, "Truth be told." Here we go. I'm gonna play this, turn on the AC, and we'll be back.
Yeah, I'm doing on nicotine now. Sorry.
Stephen King never wrote a scene as horrific as God is my witness. What I write should make no artist suspicious. Pardon, nigga, as I say what's in my heart, I guess it's just part of me venting. Cause like you, I'm from the park and the benches. So what could I lose but make a conscious decision? Cause I'm known as spaz when I'm asked my remarks in this business. In this game I do you in regardless of friendship. So excuse me when you reach for my palms and part of me flinches. It's not you, dog, it's the critics. They might catch me in the flick drunk with some strippers. And my girl see it, it's part of some sick photographer vengeance. Real talk. So many new people around, I gotta be sharp with attendance. I mean, it's great to MC. To display this art is a privilege. But now I gotta
to get down to dark in my sentence. I dream of dead babies, streams of blood, raining fire, brimstone, wipe the earth clean with floods. I'm drowning my face next to the meanest thug. I'm telling my testimony to the supreme above. Ain't I from thy genes? The priest was a king beloved. Then there appeared a bright being with white wings of a dove. It's lightning, people screamed and shoved. It's frightening, but I kept writing cause what I seen was the judge. And what he showed me were grave sites and crucifixes. Ruthless bitches, how they treat you and what they do to your riches. For 30 pieces of silver, niggas will kill you. I read Judas' scriptures, only want me to be true to my niggas. The game corrupt like Catholic Church and child nudity pictures. That's like the Virgin Mary performing Kama Sutra with Hitler. The proof in my liquor is 180, the Grey Goose on my liver. But I still spit truth to the listener. That's enough, son. That's enough. Stop. Nah, hold up. Let me explain a second. I signed my first deal with Geffen Records. I told them crackers I ain't no motherfucker step and fetch it. To my recollection, those bastards were like, cool, we'll drop you, have our A&R go find the next one. I said I sue, they said that's alright, Blackie, take us to court. And your lawyer Larry Studnicky, we've been breaking them off. I almost felt ruined, and in the midst of the confusion, they sent the motherfucking intern saying we don't understand his music. Then how the fuck we market this? He's talking all that God body and that prophet shit. I said damn, but it's still street is real, niggas can't relate to it. In return, they said Priest throw that shit in the sewage. Meanwhile, niggas like Nas and Kiss and Pun is telling me I'm nice. Down to G-Rap, the KRS-One. And Jizza told me all this shit would happen. Just keep rapping. I said that's peace, God, but I ain't motherfucking tapping. But still, these labels are fucking with me. It's Priest, Volume 1, niggas shit about to get ugly. Let me explain a second. Just let me explain to y'all, you know what I mean? I'ma tell y'all the truth. For all the cats coming up, you know what I mean? Truth be told, wait till you hear part 2.
Yeah. Yo, that was a cool track. Yo, that was the album that we were promoting. So that was very appropriate for a request. David, why are you posting and here at the same time? You could just...
I was responding to my good friend.
Oh, okay.
My best friend.
Oh, all right. There you are.
He loves me so much.
Yeah, Underland Fortress says it's fire. Minty Hope Tep says it's fire. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nothing but fire.
Nothing but fire. Okay. I think...
May the fire be with you.
I think we can go right ahead to the song promotion segment. What y'all think? I don't even know if we have any...
Send in beats.
Submissions.
We'll rap for beats.
Let me check for submissions. Otherwise, I'm gonna put Maintain as
Under, I'll rap for you, man.
As a feature presentation. One second.
You could preview Gruesome, but that would be the only thing I'd probably. But I'll wait. I can just wait for as long.
All right, let's check for song promotion submissions first before I do the whole intro and say, all right, we got nothing.
Don't forget to get your Killah Priest merchandise.
Killah.
Support your artists.
Wow.
Always support your artists.
All right, so we got no song promotions submissions today. Which is fine.
That's fine. That means master craftsmanship's going down.
I mean,
I know there's some dope stuff coming out.
Day before Cinco de Mayo, people are ready to get faded. You've got the...
It's 555 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Called Domino's. It's $5.99 now.
We're talking about Domino's?
I don't know. What else is 555? Fake phone numbers.
Oh, yeah.
What else is 555?
I don't know.
I win.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna do a feature presentation. Not of me. But I'm gonna do a feature presentation. Hold on, let me tell him right now too.
I probably have one with me, and we found songs that we didn't even remember we did. They're dope.
Yeah.
I'll send one. Just one.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send this to Maintain.
Shout out to me.
Because we're about to give him a feature presentation.
Dope. We'll say, you're doing that right now?
Yeah. Why, did you have a submission?
Yeah, let me go to finished.
Okay, go ahead and send that. I'm gonna do the feature presentation right now.
All right, dope.
Okay.
Shout out to Maintain.
Yeah. Let's go. We still got how many in the building? Wow, we got 66 people watching.
Does anyone send anyone in?
No, that's fine. If they don't, we'll just do it next time.
I know. Just throwing it up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on to show y'all a track that Maintain did. I had nothing to do with this track. This is just an artist that I had the privilege of working with. And I produced and recorded some songs for him. But I'm gonna show you a track that he did. That I was like happy to promote as well. And his name is Maintain. He's from Chicago. Huge Cubs fan. And I'm about to pull it up right here. I got one of his freestyles, which is dope, but I'm gonna save that. Let's see, hold up, give me a second. I'm almost there, so prepare.
Alright, I got mine too. I'll just send you a link from YouTube.
Okay, here it is. It's Maintain featuring K Solo. Song is called Journalist Scientist.
Off the deep and off the wall, off the hook, off the chain. In the future, I'ma build me an off Hall of Fame. Who isn't off for nature? Sit down and write 20 songs a day. Ready to take what comes with this rap shit all the way. To me, it's all a game. That's why I get lost in space. For me to do that, a pen and pad is all it takes. Fucking the fuck out. That's when I duck down. Fucking with that cat in the mirror, I might get cussed out. My unorganized rhymes is organized crimes. Before my lifetime is up, I wanna find my right mind. I wanna touch the stars and swim in oceans and perish. Embarrass you in public in front like I'm scared. I'm sick of battling, sick of rambling off at the mouth, sick of cussing bitches out. What the fuck is this shit about? Fuck it now. I don't even want my album coming out. Maintain, get your ass in the booth and run your mouth. Journalists, scientists, experimenting with all types of shit. Just witness how my mind and flip and do it 360. I'll quickly run the ball 16 ball first. With more flavor than a pack of Starburst. My arms hurt for mic holding and writing rhymes blindfolded. Fuck it, it keeps my mind open and my third eye scoping. Running through rappers like liquid through a funnel. Trains through a tunnel, easier than jumping over small puddles. This shit right here is for the basement ass cats that love the abstract format. As my jaw's flat, I'm straight full of traveling. I believe the hype. I really do flip the fuck out when I see a right. For this, you need a journalist, scientist. That's why meanwhile call Maintain and said rhyme to this. This combination right here is possible to mind a twist. Don't front, y'all cats know what time it is. Where's the weed heads at? Y'all should get high to this. With this, you need a journalist, scientist. So I write like I'm pissed and poke a mic like a bitch. With this, you need a journalist, scientist. Hey listen, this is Maintain straight ballistic. With this, you need a journalist, scientist. Hey, listen, pay attention. Pay attention, motherfucker. I wanna be the first psychopath to teach a creative writing class and teach my students how to freestyle so that they twice as fast. When it comes to the irrelevant, I'm intelligent, strangling every element to every letter in the alphabet. Shit is thicker than the skin on an elephant. It's got me saying any fucking thing for the hell of it. Motherfuckers mad because their style needs developing. I don't tell them shit, I just rip their skin off the skeleton. With that ahead of your time shit, that fucking your mind shit, can't play that shit, rewind that bitch 100 times. Rewind that coming bitch. Straight out the right field with my skills and making it necessary to say whatever the fuck I feel. Life's real, fuck the bitch gossip off the smash. I'm trying to see big profit like the Blair Witch Project. Shit's logic, grab a banging beat, spit a dope rhyme in no time, you blow mine. I mean that shit, bitch. A rap weirdo who thinks he's a superhero, kicking real flow harder than the steel toe, kicking the field goal. Who loves to kick it if he's not politicking? It says fuck cats if they don't like how I'm living. My brain cells probably ain't got a pop to piss, and that's probably why I'm shitting on my competition. You gotta listen, please believe me, this is proof. Meanwhile, he can at me and release me in the booth. I tried to turn around and punch him in his tooth. Y'all motherfuckers don't want the truth. Hey, listen.
Yo, this is the Hideout, Chicago. You see how we do it. Real grimy, real underground. This is where we make take all that shit and get it poppin', man. Everybody in there on something. Maintain over there in the corner, sleep like always and shit. I'm up working. Me and my man, motherfucker B Swift. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Maintain, shout out to K Solo. If y'all are interested. Oh.
No, hold on, wait, I got another verse for this shit, man. Stop fucking pulling on me. I'm out of here. I got another
The energy, bro. Yeah, the energy.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, y'all can look him up. Maintain 847 is what he goes by. Also known as Maintain the Stray. So, yeah, man, he has a lot of tracks out. Y'all can check it out. It's just underground stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Decades.
But he also has had the opportunity to work with a lot of, bigger names like K Solo and stuff, and a lot more. I can't speak on the other artists right now, but yeah, man, check him out. That's our feature presentation right there. Is Maintain from Chicago, aka Maintain 847. So yeah, man, and you'll see some other footage on my channel of me recording Maintain and working with him. Up here, I did a track for him. Oh yeah, that beat that you like. I'll do a quick sample. It's called Hater. I made this beat right here for him. This song is actually out on Spotify, so you can hear this. We actually published this and put it out. It's called Hater.
DJ Sound Daddy.
I'm the good, bad, and ugly, all wrapped in one, so let's have some fun. I'm the man, bitch, ask someone. Yeah, you know what my name is, my whole crew's famous. That's why my whole crew's screaming, fuck you, players. I like my beats choppy, when I drink I get sloppy. Knowing me, I'll be buried in that Cubs jersey probably. Maintains tagging his name on the train. Spitting a hot 100 bars while you singing in the rain. I'm fly like I wear a cape. I rip the stage, crush the mic just like a grape, to beat my chest like an ape. Bananas with the flow, but you already know. That's why you're not surprised when I steal the show. Who's rhyming with the fresh lining? It takes you years for you to understand the state that I'm in. Slow poke, so quit trying. 200 songs deep and never shot for a deal, cause I'm too busy getting drunk outside of Wrigley Field. And let me do what I
Chicago.
do. I bring a lot of problems to you and your crew. Get your head on hater. Yeah, keep talking that smack, but do it from a distance, cause you don't know me from Jack. Get your head on hater. Pour salt to my name and keep
It's a different place in Chicago now.
Get your head on hater. If you don't like me, then fine. You just mad because I'm taking what is rightfully mine.
All right, so that's just a sample of that track. Like I said, that one is already out, and that one's cool. That was produced by me and recorded and Studio AD. Y'all check that one out. So that's great. Cool. All right, so that is the feature presentation. We've got one last submission here from Mr. David J. Blazer. This one features Rasulullah 7 and Planet Asia. Let's go.
And then we just touched this up, so it'll be going to you for mastering, and we fixed some stuff, but I want to put it back up.
Okay.
So yeah, this will be pulled down, but we'll be putting up the master one here very soon.
Nice.
So one last play for everybody. This one was fun.
It's one thing you can't fake, and that's greatness. Sniper for hire, let's kill it, all that fake shit. Planet Asia, my name the most vicious. Head cracking rappers like I'm 4, 5, 6. Then follow your intuition, and please be safe around these ski mask murderers that's going for your face. It's the G.O.D. Hey yo, what more can I say? I'm here to coincide with the order of the day. This is standard. Soldier material getting branded. I'm wildin' in the booth once the money bout is handed. I can't stand sucking MCs who need they shit beat in. Walking back and forth on the stage, lip syncing. That's 90% of the rolling live lineup. When it comes to live on stage, I'm in the high ups. Can give a fuck about the numbers you be streaming, or how you carry your switch and hang around demons. Cause if I let my gat burst,
You gon' be the first motherfucker that sees the true meaning of a flat earth. PA medallions, find me chillin'. In the future secluded with about 90 million.
Ninja in a black, so fast, no time to react. Like the Tech 9 inside of your ass when I blast it. You're gonna find out how we're blashes. I blast off your eyelashes. The impact of which your head snaps back. It's like a nuclear warhead hitting your forehead. Look what you started. A war of metaphors and got outsmarted. What were you thinking? Oh, not thinking at all. Drinking alcohol, faded. Hello, I'm David. Jada Blazer, igniting the mic, jumping the sight. Freestyle flow sharper than a knife. RZA, razor, sharp. David, Jada, Blazer, spark. The energy, like, oh, that bad. When you're feeling me, I come through your speaker. Make your nervous system weaker. Develop a whole new style. Make your hair swell up. Yeah, shut the hell up. And listen, I'm hissing. I'm like a snake. That's the sound that I make when I'm spraying the J. And my name, I comes with the flame. The fire, pitch high like Mariah. MacGyver. In the kitchen, serving up a dish like this, culinary and artistic. Make you autistic. Audit my shit with the audible. I'll be horrible, like a damn Oreo. Yo, I come through with the formula, with the nutrition. Trying to be spitting, you can't be dissing. I don't even listen. You can't phase me. Come through like this, like Daisy. I'm the Duke. I come through when I shoot. Get your ass up so hard, up in the booth. Get loose, foot loose as I produce the dancing. Motherfuckers asking what happened. Pass me that chronic.
Listen, pay attention to the rhyme and intuition that break your physical down like a mathematician. I absorb your soul like a black hole. You remain froze as the pirates boils on the stove. Keys trump through
Bohemian Grove.
By unfold the scrolls, black holes hover over
Cathedrals.
Metaphors are lethal. Chew it Tabasco like Poncho Bill, a drink in the milk mixed with the killer. Meditating in the Wu-Tang Villa with the RZA. 7 shot of funny bone
Particular, kill the Riddler.
Vernacular homicide. Close your eyes, you remain
Surprise.
Rap with spiritual niggas, a Killah Priest listeners, but my hands still remain on the triggers.
Every shipper.
J Blazer, Planet Asia.
That shit was fun. No, y'all hey on that beat. Sick beat.
That was dope.
It was just fun. That was the break the ice on, but yeah.
Asiatic.
I'm gonna put back out that one. I sent the Alla Hive one. That one just came out. It's funny sometimes the one you don't even put any effort to ends up being like gold. But I'll promote that next show if that's it. But otherwise it's on your WhatsApp. And then I think someone sent something in, but I know you gotta wrap up. This guy has a life.
Let's see. No, I didn't get anything.
Nothing, huh?
I didn't get Nathan.
But yeah, the All Alive one was the one where
oh, wait a minute. Aurora Borealis.
It has some like really good bars on it. The All Alive one. I'll be putting it back out.
Okay.
I'll be dropping that one here in the next few days.
Drop it like it's hot.
They are hot.
Where is it though? Oh, here we go. Okay, so we've got one last minute song promotion segment submission by Aurora Borealis from the holy city of New York. The song is called The Book of Life.
The book of life, the book of life. We only live once, we think twice. They never take any of my advice. The book of life, the book of life, the book of life. The book of yo, microphone, staff, the architect of metamorphosis, collecting carcasses of all my nemesis, Black Moses, universal forces, pieces what the cause is, what we short is, people not the fortress, I see Lucifer forces, with a whole fleet of seahorses, the battle of courses, what the cause is, they want my carcass, a lot of losses, caution, as the war worsens, fire intensifies, several bomb shot out the sky, screaming why now you must die. The reply, sound amplified, hip style sliced by my Excalibur. Gruesome, how we had to do something too long across the record. He looked into the book of life, seen what he done, stole the word, used the wrong, running opposite direction of the dust and javelins. Seven fam humming.
All right. Is this new? Recycle bits and pieces, or is this
Yo,
new?
Nebuchadnezzar Babylon, Tower of Babel, nowhere at the peak of the ark. Await the brain cell, the excel, the recell, energize a bunny. Ain't nothing funny in the world with so many. Degress, I time out with the recess. I see stress. This and nucleic acid, the data receives that causes universe aware of itself. It's bad for my health, a rest in the bed from a long day of hard work. Then I Google questions that's been bad for me ever since before I was conceived in the physical. Mind T's critical, time freezing, biblical, express myself, lyrical, metaphorical. I'm in a different categorical. It's difficult for me, you to see eye to eye. BK and Y do this all for the invisible man in the sky. Atmosphere everywhere, right here, on the linen long road with the prophet Elijah Muhammad. Words short through astrological configuration like a comet.
Whoa.
The book of life.
He's still
the
going.
Book of life. We
This
only
is
live
dope.
once a day, twice. You never take any of my advice. The book of life. The book of life. The book of life. The book of life.
Yeah, there's so much potential there. I just want to mess with his mix though.
Man, he's ready to go.
Send me that beat.
Stop trying to do everything by yourself.
Send me the beat and send me the stems. Let me just make that snare big and the bass drum boom, boom, boom. Like I think your songwriting is good. I just want to help you with your mix. I think his lyrics are good. I think he's got potential. I think he
doesn't want to come home because it's going to be like an intervention or something. It's not like that. It's fun.
Send me the mix, or send me the stems.
Do it
for free. I'm not going to charge you.
You know what? Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Just because I believe in the potential.
Just to get it over with already. Let's do this.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that sounded dope. I liked it. I liked the fact it was extended. Like it wasn't like a short little, oh, let me do some tight bars and get out. And the second verse, I heard that was it. The wordplay, something oracle. It had like the oracle or like
historical oracle.
No, he said I'll have to go back and play it because it was dope. I liked it. Honestly.
Yes, sir. All right.
The Allah Hive. I don't know. It's up to you. That's a shorty.
What?
The boom boom. The Allah Hive one.
What is that?
Consider it a submission. You can send me the link for payment. Allah Hive. It was right above the Asia track.
Okay, here goes. Last one. Last song promotion.
Peace out, everybody.
Right here.
I ended up here by accident. It was dope.
Here we go.
Feeling the pain together.
Short one.
I'm taking everybody, and we feeling the pain together. Ignoring the drugs and the lies. We know better. Ignoring the drugs and the lies. We know better.
Do it live in 2025.
Looking back at life and my ex-wife before her baby mama with the drama, but like my heavenly father. Forgiveness is love, understanding is wisdom. When it comes to raising a kid and protecting the children, it's never such thing as too many cooks in the kitchen. We all put the work in together for the perfection. Divine intervention comes through like paradigms that shifted, like the rhymes I slid in with perfect when I mix it. But back to the speaking here for the children, same reason men are no longer in season. The evil we seeing in the court system. They want the air that I'm breathing out, sneezing with the rhythm. Spasmataz as I come through with the jazz. They tripping, and God I trust when I'm busting. Protecting my soul from those who justify sinning like it's nothing. Success come monetary gains not being my main thing. Taking everybody, and we feeling the pain together. Ignoring the drugs and the lies. We know better. We know better. We know better.
We do it live in 2025. face of the golden falcon. Yo, Rasulullah makes a law and 7 bones, 5 salats, 17 rakats. So when I make dua, I pull out my Glock, you better pay a cop before I put your head on a chopping block. Clock spins counterclockwise, time stops on my GPS satellite watch. The solar cellular controls my Nikola Tesla truck, and God we trust. But you niggas believe in Elon Musk. Blood and lust, the walking dead calls out the earth's crust. The sun spontaneously combust. The melanin within my olive tone skin can never rust. You feel the rush of the force of an elephant tusk. Smell the musk of angel dust. Put your brains in the camel clutch. I clutch the mic like a python crush. Now close the chapter. This is the final rapture. Rasulullah 7, the face of the golden falcon. King Blazer, the demon slayer. We do it live in 2025. Protect your neck, protect your neck. And we out of here, 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 we out of here.
Yeah. All right, that was David Blazer featuring Rasul. Yeah. All right. Any last words on that?
I just love Rasul for his, commitment, dedication, and his word being his bond. His integrity. So, yeah, props to him.
All right. That's what's up there. Okay, so we finna close it out right there. Let y'all have your night back. Thanks to all who tuned in. May the 4th be with you. Enjoy the Star Wars-ness. Know what I'm saying? So you can't hear it, but there's it's playing the sound effect in the background.
It's funny, the rockets are shot really close from here. The SpaceX.
Yeah. Well, there's a way I can make it so that you can hear it too. Okay. Hold on, I'll bring it back. Oh yeah, it should be playing right now. It doesn't. Oh, it doesn't have it. I got a version of it where you can hear the space fight. It's all good. Oh, here it is. It is there. Can you hear it?
Yeah, faintly.
Yeah, Star Tours is like.
Star Wars all day over Star Trek, for sure.
So you're gonna start a war in the chat.
No, I'm not even that much into Star Wars. I'd be lying. So no,
Some people
I don't partake in that battle.
Okay, so shout out to everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Shout out to Killah Priest.
Be sure to tune in on Wednesday for the wind down featuring Knowledge Born and all that. Priest just got back, so he probably will most likely be available for that. So enjoy, and we're gonna leave y'all with something here.
A banger.
Make sure y'all check out exclusivedirect.com for those exclusive music drops and Wu-Tang gear and all that.
Good night, Jody, and everybody.
Let's go Nag Hammadi. Okay, I need to get my sound effect going. And then make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/sounddaddy. You know what I'm saying?
Everything you played today was from there, right?
Everything I played from that channel was from my channel.
I don't think I dug deep enough.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
I was going to say, can you delete mine? I'm just kidding. It's fine.
I didn't want to play too much, but that just gave everybody a good preview. All right, y'all. See y'all next time.
Good night, everybody. Peace.
Peace.
Love. Shine. And love some more. Dude, that's crazy.
Have you heard of Nag Hammadi? No? Let me tell you about it. The Nag Hammadi Library is a collection of 13 ancient books called codices, containing over 50 texts. Texts that present a radically different view of early Christian beliefs.
During the early race, man wanted real estate, so he started building shape. Others started to fill away, though they started killing snake. Those of the worldly faith found themselves in pearly gates. Left his seat as girl inflates. Blessed he who elevates. Set the tea and meditate. Rain splash off of the stained glass. Medieval cathedrals that still stand in Spain and France. Skeleton fingers, how many diamonds his ring had. The courts had green grass. The hawks took spring baths. Across where kings clashed, they fought for the queen's hand. A masterpiece done by priests. Refractory property so unique. Sister goes Sophia in her holy seat. Her feet Alistair Crowley sleeps. It's where Kiss and Bon Jovi meet. The Greek, the beast, the owl covered in rosaries. Prophetess, potions, and poetry. Abraxas, Rebus, Simha. The lion called Simba. When rhyming, I'm the Templar. The troubadour, make music for the temper. The rooster call from roof to floor. The eyes in the center. The truth is all manly hall. What lies within the picture. The fruit don't fall. Nuclear war that ties within the scriptures. The zodiac sign of Hitler. More than one Jack the Ripper. More than one Shakespeare. For some of it take years. The Nag Hammadi god body that practice motionless karate. The dragon on my Vatican Armani. Nag Hammadi, the craft I'm in, I'm mastering. The carpentry, the scaffolding. Corian stones, the cornerstones. When I grab the pen, I fall in my zone and reach the African. Plastered in the walls of Rome, the priest is practicing. The royals on the doors of the dome, pads and fabric skin. On the mountain surrounded by columns, writing my album. All alone like I'm in the solemn, solving my problems. Gothic sanctuaries, a wall of St. Mary's. The Gospel of John is scary. Lately I've been drinking heavy, reading Psalms with nervous palms. Open the vote, grab my sword and my coat of arms. Murder I wrote. Nag Hammadi Library. Nag Hammadi Library.
Imagine finding a book that tells a completely different version of a story you thought you knew by heart. These manuscripts were hidden for a reason. In the end, Nag Hammadi's texts aren't just relics. They're a bombshell on traditional teachings, showing us just how diverse and dynamic early Christian thought was.